For decades, the Middle East has been shaped by a bitter rivalry, a cold war between two regional giants, Saudi Arabia and Iran. From proxy wars in Yemen and Syria to deep-seated religious and political divides, their conflict has sent shockwaves across the globe. But something just shifted, and the ground beneath Middle Eastern politics is moving in a way we haven't seen in years. So what happened? In a stunning diplomatic move, China stepped in and brokered a deal. After 7 years of severed ties, Saudi Arabia and Iran agreed to restore diplomatic relations. This isn't just about reopening embassies. It's a potential game changer for the entire region. To understand how big this is, let's rewind. The rivalry goes back to the 1979 Iranian Revolution. Saudi Arabia, a Sunni monarchy and key U.S. ally, saw Iran's new Shia revolutionary government as a direct threat to its influence and stability. This kicked off decades of competition. They backed opposing sides in conflicts, vied for dominance in OPEC, and engaged in a fierce war of words. The execution of a prominent Shia cleric by Saudi Arabia in 2016 was the final straw, leading to the storming of the Saudi embassy in Tehran and the official break in relations. So why the sudden change of heart? A few key factors are at play. First, both nations are tired of endless conflict. The war in Yemen has been a costly quagmire for Saudi Arabia, and Iran is struggling under crippling economic sanctions. Both sides seem to recognize that stability is better for business. Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, a massive economic diversification plan, needs a peaceful neighborhood to succeed. Second, the United States' role is changing. For years, the U.S. was the main security guarantor for Saudi Arabia, but recent shifts in American foreign policy have left Riyadh feeling less certain about that protection, pushing them to seek their own diplomatic solutions. And who stepped into that vacuum? China. For Beijing, this is a massive win. By positioning itself as a peacemaker, China is boosting its influence in a region critical for its energy needs, challenging the long-standing US dominance. What does this mean for the rest of the world, especially for a country like Pakistan? Pakistan has always had to perform a delicate balancing act between its close ties with Saudi Arabia and its shared border and historical links with Iran. This new could be a huge relief, potentially easing sectarian tensions within Pakistan and opening up new economic opportunities like reviving the long-stalled Iran-Pakistan gas pipeline. A more stable Middle East is good for everyone. Of course, it's still early days. Decades of mistrust won't vanish overnight, and there are plenty of hardliners on both sides who might try to sabotage the peace. But for the first time in a long time, there's a real glimmer of hope. The path from Cold War to cautious cooperation has begun. It's a story of shifting alliances, economic pragmatism, and a new world order taking shape right before our eyes. What do you think this means for the future? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into global politics.